6. EastEnders, spoilers next week. Grant Mitchell returns to save Phil as Sonia has showdown with Reese. Hey EastEnders fans, things are about to get crazy next week on the square. From explosive confrontations to long-awaited returns, the drama is cranking up to a whole new level. And trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming up. Grant Mitchell is back to try and save his brother Phil, but this time, it's more than just family tension. Phil's mental health is on the edge. Will Grant be able to pull him back from the brink? Or is it too late? Meanwhile, Sonia Fowler is about to uncover a game-changing secret. And let's just say, it's not something anyone saw coming. But that's not all. There's more drama as Ian Beale clashes with Cindy, Jack Branning drops a bombshell on Denise Fox, and Linda Carter is back from rehab, ready to stir things up. Stick around for the latest spoilers from February 10th to 13th, 2025. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the drama. Let's dive in. 1. Phil Mitchell suffers hallucinations. Phil Mitchell is heading down a dark road next week and it's not looking good. Sharon, always the one to step in when things get rough, pushes him to see a doctor, knowing full well that something isn't right. But Phil being Phil, he's having none of it. Instead of listening, he snaps, sending her packing. But that doesn't stop Sharon from worrying, and rightly so. Because while everyone's busy with Billy and Honey's big sten-do, Phil is spiralling fast. The man's losing grip on reality, and what happens next is downright unsettling. Left alone, Phil starts seeing things, visions that blur the lines between past and present. It's not just a bad day, this is something deeper, something that's pulling him back to a place he can't escape. And as his mind starts playing tricks on him, his behaviour gets more erratic. 1 minute, he's there. The next, he's gone. And when Sharon gets word that he's disappeared, panic sets in. The whole square knows Phil's tough, but this is different. He's not just angry or lashing out. He's lost, trapped in a reality only he can see. With Sharon rallying a search party, the Mitchells are left scrambling to find him before things take a turn for the worse. But where has Phil gone? And, more importantly, is he in any state to be found? His past is catching up with him in ways no one expected. And if someone doesn't step in soon, there's no telling how far he'll fall. This is more than just another Mitchell family crisis. This is Phil at his most vulnerable. And for once, even he might not be able to fight his way out of it. 2. Grant Mitchell returns to Walford to save his brother. Grant Mitchell's return to Walford is nothing short of dramatic, and it's about to shake things up like never before. His brother, Phil, is in real trouble this time. We've seen Phil go through his fair share of challenges over the years, but this is different. His mental state is unravelling, and it's clear he can't handle it alone anymore. His depression is getting worse, and the signs are becoming more serious. Hallucinations, psychosis, you name it. Everyone can see it, but no one knows how to help him. That's where Grant comes in. It's a tough situation for everyone involved, but especially for Sharon, Billy, Honey, and Jay. They're all desperately searching for Phil, but it's like he's slipping further away with each passing minute. The person they once knew is starting to fade, and it's as if they're watching him disappear right before their eyes. There's no simple fix here, no quick solutions. The family knows Phil's been through a lot, but they never imagined it would come to this. It's heartbreaking to watch. Grant, however, has always been the one person who's never backed down from a fight, especially when it comes to family. He knows Phil better than anyone else, and he knows just how to push his buttons. But is this really the time for tough love? Can Grant even get through to Phil in the state he's in now? It's a difficult question, one that's been on everyone's mind. The weight of what's happening isn't lost on Grant, and he knows this is bigger than just another Mitchell family dispute. Phil's hallucinations are becoming more vivid and terrifying. It's like his past is coming to life in front of him, making it impossible for him to tell what's real and what isn't. These aren't just random thoughts. They're visions of his younger self and his mum, Peggy. They appear to him like ghosts from the past, forcing him to relive memories he's clearly not ready to face. It's almost like the past is haunting him, dragging him back to a time when things were easier, before all the pain and drama. But even in these hallucinations, Phil can't escape his own mind. He's stuck in this cycle, unable to get out of the dark place he's trapped in. The more these visions take hold, the more he begins to question his own reality. It's not just his memories that are tormenting him, it's the voices in his head telling him that he's not worth saving, that he's beyond help. It's a struggle between the person he was and the person he's becoming, and Phil's caught in the middle, trying to hold on to whatever little bit of himself he can. When Grant finally arrives in Walford, it's like a glimmer of hope for the Mitchell family. But even Grant knows this isn't going to be easy. He's not the same person he was all those years ago, and neither is Phil. There's too much history between them, too much pain that's been swept under the rug. But Grant is determined. He's here to save his brother, no matter what it takes. Whether Phil is ready to face the truth or not, Grant isn't going to give up. Jay, ever the loyal friend, is the one who finds Phil first. But it's no easy feat. Phil isn't exactly in the mood to talk, and he insists that he's fine. But deep down, everyone knows he's not. Sharon's arrival doesn't help either. In fact, it only makes things worse. Phil pushes her away, convinced that he can handle it on his own. But can he really? It's clear he's sinking deeper into his mind, and time is running out for someone to step in. Enter Grant, who arrives with one purpose in mind: to get through to his brother. Grant's been through his own share of turmoil, and he knows what it's like to feel lost. But can he break through the walls Phil's built up over the years? Will Grant's return be the turning point Phil so desperately needs? Or will he push everyone away before he's ready to accept help? The stakes couldn't be higher, and Walford is about to see a Mitchell brother showdown like never before. 3. Sonia Fowler makes a chilling discovery. Sonia's been on edge lately, but things are about to take a serious turn. She's become completely fixated on the confession video that Bianca made, and it's not something she can easily shake off. The more she watches, the deeper she gets drawn into whatever dark secrets it holds. Rice, who's been trying to convince her to leave it alone, can't seem to get through to her. But Sonia isn't ready to back down just yet. She knows there's something important in that video, something that could change everything. And as much as Rice wants to distance himself from the whole thing, it's clear that Sonia's not going to let this go. After a tense encounter with Mo, Sonia finds herself seeking comfort in the laundrette. It's where she's always felt a little bit of peace, a moment to clear her head. But peace doesn't last long. Sonia's health suddenly takes a nosedive, and she's rushed to the hospital. Just as everything feels like it's spinning out of control, Rice finds himself making an unexpected discovery at the lockup. He's shaken, unsure of what to make of it, and when he hears about Sonia's condition, he quickly decides to leave. Is there a connection between Sonia's deteriorating health and the mystery at the lockup? Or is he just running from something he can't face? Sonia's sent home to rest, but it's clear that she's far from fine. She's still haunted by what she's discovered, and it's eating away at her. Rice, meanwhile, seems to be keeping his distance, but not for long. He sneaks back to the lockup, hiding his true intentions. Sonia, determined not to give up, decides to take matters into her own hands. She's ready to delete the video once and for all, but just as she's about to do it, something stops her dead in her tracks. A chilling discovery knocks the breath out of her. What she finds will leave her questioning everything she thought she knew. It's at that moment that Rice returns, with an excuse for his whereabouts that feels off. Sonia isn't buying it. The tension between them is palpable, and she's not about to let him off the hook. The confrontation that follows is explosive. Sonia wants answers, and she's not backing down. Rice, cornered and trying to keep his cool, has nowhere to hide. The stakes are higher than ever, and this showdown is only the beginning. As the truth starts to unravel, the danger becomes all too real. Sonia's in deeper than she realizes, and she might just be walking straight into a trap. Rice, with his cold attitude, seems ready to do whatever it takes to keep her from discovering the full extent of the mess he's tangled in. As he blocks Sonia's exit, it's clear that she's in serious danger. The more she pushes for answers, the more dangerous the situation becomes. Is she in real jeopardy, or is this just the calm before a much bigger storm? Meanwhile, the question on everyone's mind is whether Bianca will finally be rescued, or if it's too late for anyone to save her from whatever dark fate lies ahead. 4. Ian Beale dates Priya Nandra Hart amid Cindy Beale accusations. Ian's life has never been without drama, but this week it's about to hit a new level. Cindy's back on the scene, and she's not about to make things easy, after trying to get into number. 45, Ian, Peter and Kathy make it clear that she's not welcome. But Cindy doesn't give up so easily. She heads straight to Beale's eels, pleading with Ian, and before long, old accusations start flying between them. The tension is thick, and just when it looks like things are about to boil over, Priya steps in to defend Ian. But her support comes with a price, as Ian manages to put his foot in it, accidentally offending her. Things don't stay awkward for long, though. Ian and Priya end up having a drink together at the Queen Vic, trying to enjoy a quiet moment away from the chaos. But of course, it doesn't stay quiet for long. Ravi, Junior and Cindy show up, and suddenly things get messy. Priya and Ian decide to play a little game, trying to make their exes jealous. They think it will be harmless, but Cindy has a few tricks of her own up her sleeve. The situation goes from playful to downright complicated, and it's clear that both Ian and Priya might have bitten off more than they can chew. Back at number 45, Ian and Priya try to salvage their evening, but their moment of peace doesn't last long. Kathy arrives home early, cutting things short. Tension between everyone starts to build, and Priya, no longer feeling comfortable, invites herself to dinner. But when Kathy makes some harsh remarks, Priya decides she's had enough and leaves. Ian, realizing what just happened, goes after her, but now things are feeling even more complicated than before. What started out as a little revenge plot to stir up jealousy is quickly turning into something much deeper. There's a spark between Ian and Priya that neither of them expected, and the question now is whether it's just a fling or the start of something more. But with all the drama swirling around them, can either of them really trust what they're feeling? Or is it just another round of mind games in the never-ending saga of EastEnders relationships? 5. Jack Branning professes his love for Denise. Fox Jack's life has been full of twists, but the latest turn is one he's clearly not prepared for. Chelsea's moved in with him, and it's causing all kinds of tension. Jack might have wanted to help her, but now he's stuck trying to convince her that maybe it's not the best idea. His efforts to get her to leave are only making things more complicated. It doesn't help that his sister Penny has a go at him for letting Chelsea stay at his place. Jack's caught between doing what he thinks is right and dealing with the fallout from everyone around him. But, surprisingly, things seem to take a turn when Penny and Chelsea make a bit of a truce after some mysterious action from Penny. Is there more going on here than meets the eye? In the middle of all this chaos, Jack realizes that the person he's been thinking about the most is Denise. After everything that's happened, he decides to take a leap and finally tells her how he feels. He's tired of holding back and thinks it's time to put his heart on the line. Denise, though, is in a complicated situation herself. She's been going through her own emotional roller coaster with Ravi, and it's clear that she still has feelings for him. Jack's confession comes at a time when she's not sure what she wants, and it leaves her with a tough decision on her hands. The tension ramps up as Denise heads over to Jack's place after his big reveal, but the question remains. Will she give Jack a chance, or will she turn back to Ravi, the man who's been a constant in her life despite all their ups and downs? Jack's putting himself out there, but is Denise ready to make a choice? With both men pulling her in different directions, it's anyone's guess what she'll decide. 6. Linda Carter returns from rehab. Linda's return from rehab is a big moment, not just for her, but for everyone around her. After months away, battling her demons and trying to turn her life around, she's finally back in Walford. The past year has been incredibly tough on Linda. Her struggle with alcoholism has been out of control at times, and it's not something she can just shake off. But now, as she steps back into the Vic, there's a sense of hope. Her family is there to comfort her, ready to support her as she settles back in. But the real question is, can Linda stay strong this time and keep the demons at bay? While Linda is trying to make peace with herself and those around her, it's clear that things won't be easy. She spent months away, and a lot has happened while she was gone. People have moved on, and there are scars left behind that won't heal overnight. Can Linda really make amends for all the damage her addiction has caused? The weight of her past actions hangs heavy, and though she's ready to start fresh, not everyone is as quick to forgive. Her family is there for her, but will the community accept her back into the fold without judgment? As Linda starts to look towards the future, the pressure is on. She's got a long road ahead, and no one knows if she's strong enough to walk it. Her loved ones will support her, but only Linda can make the choice to really change. The question remains, will Linda finally find peace and redemption, or will her past continue to haunt her as she tries to rebuild her life? It's going to take more than just good intentions to make this work, and the coming weeks will show whether Linda can truly turn her life around. Wow, what a week we've got ahead in Walford. From Phil's mental health spiralling to Grant Mitchell stepping in to save him, it's clear that no one's safe from the chaos. But that's not all. Sonia's chilling discovery is about to shake things up even more, while Ian finds himself in the middle of a messy love triangle. And let's not forget Linda's return from rehab. Her journey to redemption is just getting started. With so much drama packed into the next few days, there's no telling what will happen next. If you're as hooked as we are, make sure you're subscribed to stay up to date on all the twists and turns. With these shocking spoilers, you won't want to miss a single moment of the drama. What do you think will happen next week? Will Grant be able to save Phil, or is it too late? Will Sonia uncover the truth? And who will Denise choose, Jack or Ravi? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when the next update drops. Walford is about to explode with drama, and we're here for every minute of it. See you next time for more EastEnders spoilers and all the latest gossip from the square.